was it EMP the other spot? This nigga here, man.
Maybe I should give a Metro PCS. I can't pull it up over here either.
T-Mobile, motherfucker, we taking lunch break too, goddamn. Like Signal taking lunch break.
Yeah, it's up.
I'm good.
It's just loaded for me. The comments popping up though.
Okay, come.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah, you ready to ride then?
Yeah, it's
All right. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, whom rule well, teach well, being great example to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutation to the whole elect out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the whole elect, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, and what we want to go into, all right, this afternoon is dealing with what we have is the last doctrine, okay, that's going to be in the earth, you know, because what we have to understand, everybody, every nation that came into power, they ruled, you know, according to the doctrine, okay, of their people, you know. That's why you had the Greeks, you know, they had their guys, the Romans, they had their guys and their philosophies, okay, their philosophers, okay, the you know, they all ruled with the nation of Israel, okay, elect of the nation of Israel, all right, led by Yahweh Shai, is about to bring an eternal righteous standard to the earth. And the doctrine that we have, okay, is ushering in the eternal standard that will be established in the earth, man. Okay? And we're going to prove it through scriptures. All right, you got it, bro.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 16.
Yep.
All scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High,
Mm-hmm.
and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness.
Hey, it's profitable for reproof, for correction, and instruction in righteousness. You see? For doctrine. You see that? Because this doctrine is going to correct the earth. See, when this earth, when we're able to enforce the righteousness, okay, in the earth is going to, by default, start correcting itself. And you see when they had the lockdowns, when people couldn't move around, these cars went on the road, how the earth started healing itself. Mm-hmm. The animals were just out more. Right. You know, when people set their ass down and got out the way. Okay. Well, we're going to enforce that on a global scale. All right. And it's going to be through the standard of the scriptures. And this doctrine that we have is going to correct the earth. It's going to bring back the structure of the family. Okay. The two-parent household. All right. Where the father is the head, the woman is under the man, and the children under the woman. Okay. It's going to bring back the nutrients to the earth, you know, by keeping the land Sabbaths. Okay. It's going to destroy, you know, all these chemicals and pollutants that's in the food. All this going to be done away with. The law is going to correct the earth, man. You know, you had something.
It's going to bring peace to the earth.
Yep.
You know, Yahweh Shai is going to bring that peace. You know, he is the king of peace. But...
No, you can make your point. I was just going to tell you, get something out your major point.
Okay, but yeah, it's going to bring that peace to the earth, you know. As the scriptures say, the other nations, they're going to beat their weapons into plowshares because, you know, they're going to be getting to work, but at the same time, they won't no war no more.
Yeah, that war energy going to be done away with, you know. We won't be need for war because judge these nations in righteousness, man. Okay, it would never be a dispute that come to war between other nations, man. You know, we'll get that towards the end. Let's get that Psalms 119, verse 126.
Okay. And just thinking about it too, you know, Esau Edom, his blessing, you know, just going into he won't have no power.
Nah. And fight is just man. Okay, and just your good strong back. You got it, bro.
You said 125.
Psalms 19 and 126, verse 126.
This Psalm 119, verse 126. It is time for thee, Lord, to work.
It is time for thee, O Lord, to work. Why is it time for the Lord to go to work? because this wrath and this judgment is pretty much how Yahweh Shai is finna come put in work, man, in the earth. Okay, go ahead.
For they have made void thy law.
They have made void thy law. So now it's time for the Lord to go to work to establish what? The law in the earth. Okay? And let's go to Isaiah 26:9. You had something to say, bro?
I was gonna say what it said, Isaiah 40, where he said, I have long time holding my peace.
Yep.
He been still and refrained himself, and now he will I forgot how the rest of it go.
Where he refrained himself. You
Right.
talking about where he like a travailing one?
Right, right.
You know? And he will destroy and devour at once. You know? Yeah, bro.
It's Isaiah 26.
And 9.
It's Isaiah chapter 26, verse 9. With my soul have I desired thee in the night.
Yeah, with our soul, okay, with what's within us, we desire this righteous way. Okay, in the night, in this dark era. Okay, this is an era of darkness. Okay, but we have found the light. Okay, we have been illuminated on the right hand side. Now we desire, okay, the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai. We desire for the way we think. You know, yeah. We'll finish that off, bro.
With my soul have I desired thee in the night. Yeah, with my spirit within me will I seek thee early.
With my spirit within me will I seek thee early. Hey, because remember the scripture talk about how thirst for righteousness now. You know, we can't wait till the righteous standards established in the earth, man, because we understand it now. We get it. You know, we understand the concept of the law. Okay? It makes sense to run the earth exactly how the Lord told us to run the earth, man. Okay? Go ahead.
For when thy judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness.
When thy judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the earth will learn righteousness. And Yahweh Shai is coming back to give us the power, okay, as it says in Revelations 2:25, hold fast that which thou hast till I come, okay? Then will I give you what? Power over the nations, okay? And that's authority to enforce this doctrine.
Right.
That's going to be the authority to enforce these doctrines in the earth, man. Okay? Then the nation's going to learn righteousness, man, when they see the consequences of adultery, when they see the consequences of being a Mo, an alphabet people, okay? A pedo, okay? Of idolatry, when they see the consequences of practicing witchcraft under our standard, then they're going to begin to learn righteousness, man. You know? Yeah, so I'm saying. Okay, let's get that in, oh man, I just had it. Let's get that in Jeremiah 16. No, Jeremiah 6:16. You know? That's so weird that this is the ushering in of a righteous way or a righteous standard. Okay, in the earth, man. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 6:16.
Yep.
Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein.
Yeah, we're going back to the good way, you know, because, you know, there was a certain brotherly love that we had as a nation, man, you know, even just that brotherly love that we had amongst each other, man, okay, the order that we had amongst each other, man, the faith and the love we had towards Yahweh Shem Shai, we're going back to that old way, man, you know, except with much more diligence, because like the scripture say, it was our mind to go astray, seek the Lord 10 times more. You know, now we appreciate Yahweh Shem Shai on a whole nother level, because we see what life is without him.
Right.
You know, we done. You know,
with the Lord saying, now y'all see what I finally been trying to tell y'all this whole time.
Yep. We see what position we in, and then we see how bad the earth can get.
Right.
Okay, when we're not connected to our power, man. That's why this is a responsibility as an Israelite men that we've came back into, man. You know, now responsibility of running the earth.
Quoted Baruch chapter 4, since it was our mind to go astray, seeking 10 times more, you know, the Lord requires that 10 times more because, you know, of course it was our mind to go astray, but also too, now you see how bad it is. I want you to work extra hard to try to, you know, basically fix your problem, you know, correct your mistake, you know, put in some effort, you know, because it's in 2nd Ezra chapter 7, You know, if you don't go through the dangers, how should you receive the inheritance? So we have to. It's almost like you have to work for it, even though it's gonna be given to you anyway. So the Lord want to see you put in that extra effort to see the earth back established in righteousness.
Creates that appreciation.
Right.
You know, let's get that and finish that.
It says, "Stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls."
Yeah, and it's a rest for our souls, man. Okay, this is a rest for our souls. Like we get it now, man. Okay, because this society pushes you to try to be this and be that, and you gotta have this and you gotta be this status, and all of it's vanity. Okay, and it means nothing, man. People are depressed. That's why people, since social media and different things come out, people are more depressed because they're comparing their life to someone else's life. They're trying to imitate someone else's life. There's no rest for them. They always trying to keep up. You know, you get the new Audi. You put it on timeline. Then somebody got the Audi Z2613R. Now you gotta try to come in. It's just vanity, man.
You see somebody do a some type of challenge, and they
Yeah,
getting a whole bunch of likes and
yeah,
views, and now you want people to share your channel,
yeah.
but you doing the same thing.
Yeah, it's no rest, man. That's why you got these women flying in Brazil to get the BBLs. Come back on the plane where you gotta ride with your ass in the air. Okay, that's not rest, man. When you should just be at the house, okay, in your feminine energy, taking care of domestic affairs around the house, man.
Right.
Okay, but you all through the earth trying to live out this image. Okay, that what you seen on the internet, man. There's no rest in that, man. Okay, crazy as hell. How dumb you leave the projects in Atlanta to
Right.
go to Dominican Republican, okay, and let a nigga from the alley operate on your ass and send you back here, man, looking the goddamn fool, man. Okay, no rest, okay.
Right.
But see, the old way there's rest, man. You see,
And the standard, like you
yeah,
said, like you mentioned in the earth, that standard can be reestablished in the earth. You know, it's no standard for our people. You know, it's no standard for the earth either. But it starts with the Israelites. It's no standard for our people as a whole. They
mm-hmm.
don't have nothing to look up to. You know, they forgot who to look up to and who to look. You know, look to our forefathers. You know, the old paths. You know, we looking towards our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, you know, David, you know, so on and so forth, and how they served the Lord and what the Lord did for
Mm-hmm. Let's get that in Matthew 12 and not Matthew 12, Matthew 24, I believe 35. Matter of fact, before you get that, I'm gonna say that First Corinthians 4. They say he sent the apostles last.
them. Come on.
And there's a reason that this doctrine, was set last because this is the beginning of immortality. See, the doctrine that we have is the beginning of immortality. Okay, what we're speaking of, these are things are going to exist forever, man. The throne of David, that's going to be forever. Okay, the 144,000, that's forever. Okay, the nation of Israel, okay, being the chosen people, that's eternal. Okay, go ahead.
I got a precept
Okay,
after this
yeah,
scripture.
yeah, yeah.
I get it afterwards. This is 1 Corinthians 4:9.
You get yours first, and then I'm gonna link that with that Matthew.
Okay.
So you get yours first, and then we go segue into that one.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, starting at verse 3. Well, starting at verse 2. I started 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and
Mm-hmm.
what I should answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision, and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
Yeah, that's what we're doing now. We're running, you know, just as you said it. The brother doing it in the news, the brother Elder Hawad in North Carolina, his notification just came up. He's doing it in the news. Okay, why? Because he's able to look at the news and then go into the scriptures. That's an example of running with these scriptures, man. Now we can look out into the earth and see what the scriptures were saying and report it, all right, to the people, man. Report to Israel, man. Will they hear or forbear? So now we're running, with the visions that our forefathers seen, because now the things that they spoken of, that technology exists now, man.
Right.
You know, you got, bro.
And this how we know this is the last. You know, this is the last doctrine. This is the end. Because the Lord said it was, well, I'm going to read it first. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry."
Yeah, okay.
So the vision is starting to speak now. This is how we know this is the last doctrine. You know, this is the last thing the Lord was going to allow to be spoken, which is the truth, before righteousness is established, before the end come, the judgments come. This is how we know that this is the last time. Linking it to the brother scriptures, 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 9. "For I think the Most High have set forth us, the apostles, last,
Yeah.
as it were appointed to death. For we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men."
Yeah, so the apostles, now we know you have the other apostles, you know, through rank, the top men, you know, the other apostles. Okay, what that word apostles means, to be sent forth. Okay, and all the prophets have been sent forth. Okay, and we were sent forth last after the the plantation Christianity, after the Islam, after Pan Africanism, after witchcraft, whatever people are into. You had this true doctrine to emerge last. Okay, why? Because now we're transitioning into a permanent righteous government that's going to conquer the earth, man. All right, and these laws will be established. Okay, and that's why even Yahweh Shai, when you go to what's that, Matthew 24 and 30, is it 35? You know, and you get Isaiah 2 and close out on it. All right.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 35. "Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away."
Yeah, heaven and earth, and heaven being this current the rulership of Esau. Right? Esau, okay, and in the beginning of the eternal kingdom of Israel, and that kingdom is going to be ran by a standard. See, when we rehearse the righteous acts, we're really rehearsing immortality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like a man that's in order on the house side, he's rehearsing immortality, because in the kingdom we're joint heirs, but in rank we're going to be under Yahushua, and he's going to be under his order. You go and get that Isaiah 2.
This is Isaiah chapter 2, starting at verse 1. The word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem.
Yep.
"And it shall come to pass in the last days, that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it."
Yeah, and this is, okay, the government of Israel reigning in the kingdom, being that top mountain, which means that top government, which means what? The top influence in the earth. Okay, right now, Esau Edom has that spot. His government has the top influence in the earth, and all nations flow unto him under his influence, man. Getting that Babylonian wine. But see, in the scriptures, matter of fact, get that Joel 3, and because we're gonna go back to that. Yep, in Joel 3. Because right now Esau is giving these nations that Babylonian wine, all right, which has them in their anti-Messiah, bugged out, okay, vibration. All right, let's Joel 3, and let's start at, let me see. I want to get this point. Might be, let me see. Let's get Joel 3. Yep. This is Joel. Start at 16. You know, then we'll jump back to Isaiah, close out.
This is Joel chapter 3, verse 16.
Yep.
The Lord also shall roar out of Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake.
So this is in the midst of World War III. Okay, go ahead.
But the Lord will be the hope of his people.
The Lord will be the hope of his people. Who?
And the strength of the children of Israel.
And the strength of the children of Israel. Go ahead.
So shall ye know that I am the Lord your God, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain.
My holy mountain, that government.
Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no strangers pass through her anymore.
Yeah, so you have to understand that Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai is with this government of Israel that's coming into power. He's with us. He's in the midst of us coming back to power. You know? Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass in that day that the mountains shall drop down new wine.
No mountain shall drop down new wine.
Right.
Because right now they're drinking of the cup of Babylon.
The golden cup.
You see? But they said, no, the mountains, the governments shall drop down new wine. And this wine going to be eternal. You see? Go ahead.
And the hills shall flow with milk.
Yep.
And all the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters. And a fountain shall come forth of the house of the Lord.
Yeah, this is doctrines of life. Wine, water. Wine in this pure substance. That's a powerful antioxidant, man. Which is good for what? Blood flow.
Right.
Okay? Milk, it's a nourishment, vitamins. Okay? Water. Okay? Minerals. The doctrines of life, man, is going to flow from the governments of Israel. Okay? Go ahead.
Another is good for cleansing.
Yeah.
This new wine, the doctrine is going to cleanse the earth. It's good for cleansing your body.
It's heavy. You got it, bro.
And a fountain shall come forth of the house of the Lord and shall water the valley of Shittim.
Yep. So, and that's going to be the government of Israel pretty much healing the earth through what, man? This doctrine, this standard. You see? So you go back to Isaiah 2. What you mean to do?
It's back at Isaiah chapter 2, verse 3.
Yep.
And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob. And he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
Yeah, so these nations, all right, are going to be excited. It's going to get to the point where they're going to be excited to keep these ways, man. Okay? Because these nations, after 1,000 years, they're eventually going to get, different lands and be allowed to have inheritance. Okay? But they're still going to be under the government, okay, of, you have those heathens traveling to see who? Solomon. Okay, well, this is Yahweh Shai. If you can receive it, which was Solomon, man. Okay, the same energy coming back to the earth. You got it, bro.
In verse 4, and he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people.
Yep.
And they shall beat their plowshares, the swords into plowshares, and the spears into pruning hooks.
Yep.
Nation shall not lift up a sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
Neither shall they learn war anymore. That's gonna be done. Okay. The times of war is gonna be over with, man. All right. It's gonna. Hey, we're gonna see our kingdom. We're gonna solve things right there. We're not gonna let things just spiral out of control. All this backhand and
tension.
Yeah, all this backhand and backbiting and underhand and corruption and double crossing and all this
Under
shit.
The table deals.
Yeah, all this old crazy shit Esau got going on, man. Okay? We're going to be a straightforward, righteous kingdom, man. And if nations got problems, we're going to have counsel and we're going to deal according to righteousness, man. Okay? If there's a dispute between Elam and Moab, there ain't going to be no war. Okay? It's going to be brought, all right, to who's ever over that province. Okay? Whatever Israelite man is over that province or men, that's within that region, and we're going to deal. And we're going to nip that shit in the bud, and we're going to make a righteous call, and we're going to move forward, man. Okay? Ain't going to be no more wars, man. So this is the last doctrine here, man. And we do that amongst each other. Like brothers, like we counsel, we have counsel amongst each other where two men don't have to go to war with each other. Let's counsel and make a righteous call, So that's us rehearsing the righteous acts of how we're going to move in the kingdom, man. So Lord will, you brothers and you few sisters were edified once again. We're going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great example to us younger brothers, and peace and blessing, salutation to the whole elect. Shalom.
Shalom.